Hey, what's up guys? Memo CNS Drywall. So this is the first job that we've got to use the Graco Profil Pro Series. So on Saturday, the guys taped and I told them to shoot a video of it in action and then their first impression. This is pretty much all they sent me. Yeah, so it's a 15-second clip of one of the uncles just filling it up and then going like, oh yeah. But anyways, you know how it is. They hate being on camera, but yeah. So 4 out of the 5 journeymen right off the bat were like, whoa, that might be super useful. One of them was super skeptic, but pretty much everybody after at the end of the day, they really enjoyed it, especially when you're stringing. If you string all day or every day, depending on where you work and what type of builds you do. But yeah, this is a fairly big job. There's a hole downstairs. Downstairs is way bigger. But yeah, this is going to be level 5. Anyways, so they used it to string, and the bazooka man said he felt like he could easily do at least he said at least 4 more rolls than normally. Well, physically, time-wise, I don't know if that's going to save you that much time, but physically he felt a noticeable difference. He didn't have to tire himself out pumping it, and that's huge, especially if you're doing it day in and day out. So I got to try it a little bit today. Omar just finished boxing this house. I was at another job and I came back. So I've been going up and down, up and down. But yeah, I gotta say, at first, I personally thought the price tag associated with it was a bit high. But now using it, I can honestly say it is worth it. It is super convenient. I really appreciate the design. So the cylinder is actually, I don't know if you could tell on camera, but it's actually a lot skinnier than the normal pump. And I think that allows it to kind of take a bit more mud. Like the bucket doesn't have to be as full. But yeah, let me show you how this feels. So pretty much you could program it to do actual setting, or you could just press this button. So let me press this button. I'm doing everything one-handed, so hopefully this box doesn't fall, but yeah, see? So you press the button, it fills itself, super effortless. I'm gonna break it down and show you how to wash it, but if you wanted to leave it on site, so this comes off and you can put the gooseneck like a regular pump, but if you wanted to leave this on site, all you do is unhook this, move this flap over, and then this just slide it right off. So let me step on this, slides right off. And this is pretty much the brains of the operation. You take this, put it in your truck. That goes in the truck. This can stay on site. All you gotta do is kind of clean it up a little. Maybe tie some plastic or a wet rag or a cap, and you're good to go the next day. But I'm gonna go ahead and break this down and show you how to wash up and show you how it works on the inside. But the thing that I forgot to mention is it has this awesome little locker there that you adjust to whatever bucket you're using. So it stays nice and put. So guarantee somebody that does this day in and day out told them that would be a good idea. So they did their research. They didn't just leave it up to the engineers up in the lab. You can tell that they took a lot of tradesmen's advice. But this is greatly appreciated. Stays nice and firm. It's not falling apart, even though the top is a lot heavier than the base. It stays nice and flat. But anyways, I'm gonna go wash this up and show you guys how it breaks down. All right, so this is our little wash station right here. I'm gonna go ahead and wash this, even though we could leave it in the bucket of water, but I'm just gonna wash it so you can see how it cleans up and how it looks compared to a regular pump. But yeah, let's see if we got water here. So this is gonna be a little tricky one-handed. I'm gonna stop recording, open it up so you can see the internal components. Yeah, so cleanup is pretty easy. All you do is turn this, and then turn this. You see it coming up. Then you just pull this bad boy out. And the rod comes off. So you could clean in there good. Take this out, take this rod out. And then the bottom, they really thought this through. It also just turns, comes out. So cleanup is a breeze. And if you want to take this off, all you do is undo this and make sure you turn it until that groove hits that bolt. Then you can pop it right off. So the good thing about this is you can turn it wherever, which way you want, and lock it into place. So it's not a fixed angle. You can change it according to how you want it. But yeah, like all the videos, like all of it, whoa. Yeah, like all the reviews, we're gonna use this, put it to its pieces, and then I'll give you an honest full review after we use it a lot. But first impression is, yeah, it is worth the $1,000. I think it's like $1,500. This one, we were fortunate enough for Graco to reach out to us and give it to us pretty much for us to review and use. But yeah, I totally see its value, and we'll see how it holds up. Yeah, so I went ahead and washed it anyways, but this is pretty much the rod. You can see how cute it is. It's a lot smaller than the regular pumps, but it totally keeps up with the box. You could, I think you can pump a lot faster manually, but you don't get tired at all. All you do is press a button. So we'll see. We'll shoot a couple videos of side by side, see what's faster. But this is about, I want to say, 1.5 inch diameter, maybe almost 2 inches. But yeah, it breaks apart super easy. Granted, it's still brand new, so everything's fitting perfect. The gaskets are top notch. So we're gonna use it and see how it wears, because one of the first things that happen on any pump is the washes tend to run out, and then you have to kind of prime it first with some mud before putting it in the bucket of mud to pull material. But again, we're gonna put it through its paces and see how it lasts. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed. So I'm gonna put this back together, and one thing you do want to do, so this just fits right there, turn it. One thing you want to do is you're gonna want to put the brains, as I call them, back. See how smooth that is? Brand new. So you're gonna want to put the brains back. This just goes right in there. Oh shucks, never mind. The rod was supposed to go first, but the brains, you're gonna want to put those still a little dirty because we're gonna use it tomorrow, but there you go. So that just, there you go. El motor. You're gonna want to put the brains, the motor, on kind of laying down somewhere right here on the tailgate, because it needs to line up perfectly. So it comes off super easy, but putting it back can be little tricky, and I might require my two hands, but pretty much this needs to go in there, and it just needs to perfectly line up this and this opening right there. So I suggest laying it down on the table so you can see what you're doing. Okay, well.